What's up? And how's it going? What up, wild man Dave? How's it going? Thanks for jumping in over on Twitch, being the first to jump into the chat tonight. I really appreciate that. So, to everybody that likes to preferably watch on Facebook, Facebook API is still down for me, so I cannot stream to Facebook tonight, regrettably, which sucks because I hate not having a full stream of a full game on one of the platforms that I stream to, unfortunately. So that is the case tonight, though. So the first stream, maybe even the second stream, I don't know when multi-platform streaming API will be back up for Facebook. If you didn't know, Facebook had a giant outage today along with Instagram and the WhatsApp. So just a little enlightenment to everybody, but also again, if you're curious on why you might jump on this stream on either Twitch or YouTube and then go back and look on Facebook for this stream and you won't find it, it is because the, again, multi-streaming API for Facebook is still down, so I cannot stream to Facebook at the moment. Hopefully it'll get fixed soon. I don't even know what was going on with everything. So tonight, if you can see it up there, we're starting Biomutant. You probably already saw it in the title. And I'm really excited about it. I was kind of tossed up. One of the better classes I heard that had came out was exclusive to the pre-order, which it's not anymore. It's like $2.99 on the PlayStation Store. I bought it. It's probably what I'm going to play as. I paid for it after all. So there is that. I've heard good things and bad things about this game. You either love it or you hate it. And some people stand in the middle with it and just said it was okay. After playing Kena Bridge of Spirits, we're still on a small break before we try to get into a full dive of Final Fantasy XIV. Get things going again, get caught up before the actual Endwalker expansion. Still got almost 2 months for that, though. So I figured tonight we'd start this game. It's going to be probably about the same, maybe a little bit longer than Kena. Never use Facebook and you rarely use Instagram. Post about 2.5 months ago. I used to use Instagram a lot more. I really do need to get back into it. I used to post a lot of video game artwork. And there's still a bunch of older posts on there that I have posted. I've promoted a few streams on there. Gosh, I haven't used it probably in the last 2 years the way I should have used it, and probably still should continue to use it. Also, I'm thinking other kinds of content coming to the channel, some things coming back. I've had a RIP Tumbles in the works for a while now. If you don't know what that is, look it up on YouTube. It's worth it. That's where I've done random challenges. Either I've fixed up myself or I found on the internet and people have done it and I tried to do them as well. I want to try to get some more RIP series out. I want to try to get some more of the vlog series out. I've only had a few vlog series and I'd like to do a little bit more. And then also a few other things with like food challenges or also just, you know, random food against food things, you know, trending things. And then also I would really like to get into some more cooking things. It's like there's an alt channel that I made like 3.5 years ago, I think, where I did a cooking video where I made the lasagna al forno from Final Fantasy XV, and I'd like to jump back into that again, making more food from video games, or at least an iteration of it, because some of it can be disgusting. But I don't know, it's something I'm trying to put into the works. I'm trying to get back into my gears of content creation on YouTube. A lot of this would be on YouTube. I'd still be doing my video game streams on YouTube and Twitch, of course, but trying to really push more things into my schedules a little bit more on my free time to really expand that. Do the cooking stream? It wouldn't be a live stream. It wouldn't be that. But it would be more videos. And again, you can always catch them on YouTube. The live streams between YouTube and Twitch and Facebook will still be happening with video games too, though. It's just something else. It was a passion of mine I really wanted to jump into, and then I just ended up not doing it. I made one video and I just never did it again. And here lately, I've really been thinking about getting back into those, like, shoes, so to speak. because I didn't get quite as far with it as I wanted to, and the only thing that I could say is, one, I didn't have a camera at the time, which I do now. I've got my GoPro. It's an excellent camera. And also, I mean, I had so much going on. Back then when I started that, I was already doing 2 streams a day at the time. I did it before work and then one after work, and that was so hard to do. I did about anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours before work, and somewhere between 3 and 4 hours after work. And it got incredibly hard to do, and then I was trying to do other streams as well. So I'm going to be trying to incorporate a lot of that more into my free time. But I'll stop talking about that. This is stuff that's for the future. I've been talking about the RIPs now for, it feels like a year. Maybe has been a year, and I still haven't done one yet. I'm a little afraid of a few of them, needless to say. One of them made me end up going to the hospital, and that wasn't... I was on medication for like 3 months after that too, so... Not trying to push those too far. Maybe in mitigation. Bill, what up? How's it going, Bill? Let's go ahead and get the game started. It is my first time playing this. I have not watched any streams. This is me going in super spoiler free. The only thing I did do last night, I watched a review on it. I actually watched 3 and then read 1. Spoiler free reviews, just talking about gameplay and things to expect. And what else was it? I read some negative things about a lot of people being really pissy about the mercenary thing, which is a class in the game that you could only get through purchase, which I did do. Oh, I really am excited to play this game, though. I wanted to play it as soon as I heard its announcement. It gave me those, like, Ratchet and Clank vibes. Kind of like... Yeah, I think it's, like, the best way to put it. Kind of like that Ratchet and Clank, or, like, Jak and Daxter, or, like, maybe Spyro-esque kind of feels. Also, it's post-apocalyptic. It's right up my alley, really. I love post-apocalyptic games. Like... I hate that it's a trendy thing to like post-apocalyptic games these days, but I don't care if it is. I really do love them. They're just seeing a world in ruins and just like all this greenery decaying and just growing and just taking over like full-on cities. It's, I don't know. Okay. Barely visible. They always say that, but like sometimes it's too dark. That is barely visible right there at 74% for me. Yeah, we're going to go 74%. Pokemon Gen 4 remakes. I don't know if it'll be on release though. Like, it's around the time the expansion comes. I haven't seen this. So this is like what the default character is supposed to look like, because I know you get to make your own. Oh, bug, B-U-G. But yeah, I do really want to play it, the remakes, but it's also around the time the Final Fantasy 14 new expansion's coming out, so we'll be planning something with it. This game looks so good. So it's the reason why I was just like, screw it, I'm playing it. Of course it's a bomb. Wait, is there a bunch of bombs in there? English. I really like how bright the game looks too. Like it is like that. It's made with the Unreal.
Something as beautiful as this be dying. A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. the tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Okay, I didn't expect that. Sorry. But yeah, so, like, I'll be playing something with... I'll be playing Diamond when it happens. I was never a fan of Palkia, so I'm not going to be playing Pearl. Just putting it out there. I will be doing, like, a Gen 4 remake. I'll be playing Diamond, like I said, when that time does come. But it's not probably going to be on release. Again, that's right at the... literally so close to the same time that the Final Fantasy XIV expansion comes out, and I'll be, like, full swing on that for a bit. But right after that, which is a good thing, because there'll be a lot of people that's already made their way through it. There's going to be a lot of people playing Gen 4 for the first time this time around, you know, younger generations. And so it's kind of a good thing, so I can kick back. A lot of people can jump in, play the game. Then I can come in later. I've already played the original Gen 4, so I know I've played Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And yeah, I mean, I think it'll be better that way, honestly. That way I can come in and enjoy it. But Legends Arceus, I will be playing day one. Yes, I don't care what the hell is coming out around that time. I don't care if it's more Final Fantasy, anything. This is saying a lot. The channel is called Tomberry Disciple. Day one Legend Arceus come out, you better bet your boy is going to be out here. Your boy, listen at me. Nah, I'm most definitely gonna be playing Legend Arceus day one though, for sure. Even though it doesn't come out till next year. Needless to say, day one, I'll be there. I'll quit babbling though. Let's start this. I'm really excited.
To Biomutant.
Thank you. Let's look at the settings. Speech, English, text, English, yes, yes. Auto, advanced dialogues. Off. I'd rather advance them myself. Mode, always show. I don't know what that means, so we'll just leave it alone. Quest marker on. Damage numbers on. Wow, you can really make this game super hard for yourself, can't you? Enemy indicators. On? Comic book effects. Oh, definitely. Remove waypoint when near. Off. On. I don't know. I don't want to mess with that one too much. This kind of seems important. I wish they had something for the sound. That's something I always like to be able to adjust in these games. I like to be able to make the sound louder as far as the voices go than the music. It doesn't look like there's much of an option for that. Oh, nope. I didn't see it. There's more that you can toggle at the top. Camera, we'll leave it alone. Controls, definitely leaving that alone. Master volume, staying up. Music, let's go down just a tad bit. To Nandi. Sound effects, Nandi. Ambience, Nandi. User interface, Nandi. Speech, 100, and gibberish. You know what, let's leave the gibberish up there too. Let's turn the narrator up because I don't know why that's on 25. You'll be yelling at us now. 45, we'll just leave it there. Frequency, maybe the gibberish up to 55. I'm kidding. Let's leave it at 50 and turn this up to 55. Subtitles on, of course. Narrator on. Gibberish on. It's weird that gibberish is even an option. Brightness, let's leave it the way it is. Mapping, I'm not messing with that. And I think we're done with the settings. Let's go new game. Keep it on medium. Extreme, not me. Hard, I've never played it before. And easy, let's try not to. I had to break down in Kana for that one because the PlayStation 4 version is garbage. The little cricket or grasshopper sounds like the droid in the last Star Wars game that came out. So this is like your
DNA.
This is like your base. Character, which looks like the one from all the trailers. I've seen this one in a trailer too. So you have the Prommel, which looks pretty cool. The Dum Don, which looks like a homeless cat. Rex, which looks like... I don't know what that looks like. It looks like if Smeagol had hair on his face. Hyla looks evil as shit. Jesus. Thip. Straight rat. Straight rat. And then you have Rat Cat. It kind of looks more like the, what is it called? Gosh, I wish Stacy was here right now. She would know. The, Loft Cat, I think it's called, from, The Mandalorian. Funny enough, I'm wearing the shirt. Okay, so let's look at stats. This one is upped in charisma and luck, and it's not very smart. The strength is basic and vitality is basic. This one is upped in intellect, but its charisma and luck are shit. So it's smart, but it's just unlucky. It's like Ed, Ed, and Eddie. This is double D. Let's see. This one is upped in vitality and strength by a little bit, but its intellect, it hurts, along with its luck. Rex has some intellect. Vitality's not the greatest. Probably doesn't eat the healthiest diet. Then you have the Dum Dum, which is randomly got that strength. We won't emphasize, but he doesn't have much in the vitality or intellect area. And then we have the Prommel, which is the base character look still. It has an energy regen buff, but kind of hurts everywhere else. The key energies kind of hurt a little bit. Melee damage is kind of hurt a little bit. And then the health and armor has a little hurt to it as well. So, like, the most rounded off one looks like the Rex, honestly. Or the Fip. And also kind of like the Murgle, but the Murgle, it still has a hurt spot. Its intellect gets hurt substantially. Gosh, I'd kind of want to go with the Prommel. I just don't like that it has so many faults. The only thing it has is a critical chance is up by 4. And the other boost is up in energy regen. The Rex seems like the way to go, honestly. Or the Fip. Or the Murgle. That's just for luck and charisma, though. Rex or the Prommel. I might just go Prommel. It's fairly well rounded off. The key energy is a little low. Melee damage isn't the best, and the vitality isn't the best. Well, the vitality and health and armor have just a small demeanor. What up, Mira? Can you adjust the attributes now? Like, wait, what? You can adjust the attributes, really? How? Maybe it's later on. I don't know. We'll go with this one. It's the one I like the most. I hate that the base is the one I like the most. But just by looking at the other ones here, just so, like, weird looking. Rex is like my next pick because the health boost, the power and key and energy boost. Literally the only thing this seems to have is a small melee damage decrease. But if I'm being fair, this is the one I think looks the coolest. You gotta choose the breed first? Okay, that's good. Define your character's attributes. Okay, thank you, Mira. To see more details and explanation with the attribute, press the pad. Okay.
Define your genetic structure.
Okay, we were down in vitality. Oh, Jesus. So we lose 2 intellect, we lose 2 agility and 2 charisma, and 1 barter to bring our vitality up just a tad bit. Then we lose fob to bring it up even further. That's a big hurt. Let's make our way toward the center and see what we got. It's just a boost in health. Oh wow, you completely Morpheus the way you pick it too. Losing 2 is not a big difference.
Encode your DNA.
It's crazy. Let's choose Rex and look at that.
Genetic structure.
What is it?
Encode your DNA.
What is Rex? Upped in and lowered in. Lowered in melee damage. That is really it.
Define your genetic structure.
It's crazy. Because he's kind of smart, just has a little melee damage. The moment you start trying to beef him up in the melee damage, though, his head instantly gets so much smaller, and his body gets bigger.
Encode your DNA.
Still think I'm gonna go with this one.
Genetic structure.
Okay, vitality gets raised at this point to 29 from 28. We lose 2 in strength, which puts us at 26. 2 intellect, which leaves us at 26. The power goes down just a tad bit. Energy goes down a tad bit, but we get more charisma, and the barter goes up to 8. I think this is much more like well-rounded off, and we'll go with this. I think this is decent.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Okay, so we have 0% to whatever the hell that is in the corner. 6% on everything. So, it seems fairly well-rounded already. Just like 6% everything. You know what? I'd say let's just leave it like middle-esque as we can get. 6% everything that's like so well-rounded. I think it'll be the best. What up, Tim? How's it going? How are you tonight?
Choose your first style.
First style. Oh man, I like this. I like this already. I wish there was a little bit more to it than just rotating though. And go raccoon. Let's look at the base colors and then we'll mix as we go. It's kind of like the in-game major base right there. Let's go raccoon. More raccoon than anything. Kind of like that raccoon look. That rocket raccoon look, you know? I like this a lot too, though. Kind of like that fox look. Let's go Rocket Raccoon. You like the fox? The fox is cool. I think I'm gonna
Pick your
go
main color.
raccoon. It says pick your main color, but let's be fair. Like, I don't see any. Okay, there we go. The yellow, pink. Let's go more of like a, maybe like a dim yellow watt. Really trying to hit those raccoon vibes. It's like a strong yellow. Really bring it down to about right here, I think. I don't really see much of a difference, if I'm being honest. Keep it about right there, I think.
Choose your detail color.
Okay, this is the one that kind of shines through the most here. Tomberry the raccoon to the rescue. Go get her! What up? How are you tonight?
Pick a class.
Mercenary. That was the one. I actually had to buy this, so it's probably gonna be what I go for,
Deadeye.
more than likely. Deadeye seems pretty cool too, but it seems like kind of default.
Commando.
Looks cool, but
Psy-freak.
it's like magic.
Saboteur.
It's like Raph from Ninja Turtles.
Sentinel. Mercenary.
I'm gonna go mercenary, honestly, because again, I actually did have to pay an extra $3 just to get this. And I heard a lot of complaints. A lot of people wanted to play mercenary, and it wasn't an option. So, unless you pre-ordered the game at first, and I didn't pre-order this game in any way, it's actually optionally bought on the PlayStation Market right now for like $3. So I bought mercenary to just be able to do it. Let's just read these out loud. The twin silver grip melee dual wield skills equip 2 different one-handed melee weapons to dual wield them. Melee weapon attacks inflict 10% more damage to the target.
Deadeye.
Your ranged weapons and reloaded are reloaded instantly, and your next magazine is granted 20+%.
Commando.
Ranged weapon inflicts 10% more damage to the target.
Psy-freak.
To shoot spark balls, press down the input you have bound the ability to. It will make you throw the ball in the direction you're facing, inflicting damage to the enemy you hit.
Saboteur.
Melee dual weapon skill. 2 different one-handed melee weapons to dual wield. Kind of the same, only they have the Hypernetic Dodger energy cost. Or your dodge energy cost is reduced by 20%, while this one
Mercenary.
is like weapon, melee weapons inflict 10% more damage to the target.
Sentinel.
And then you have this, your base armor is increased by 10. Which,
Mercenary.
again, I paid for this. I'm going to play Mercenary. Saw the Venom movie the other night. It was pretty good. I heard the same thing from Minato. We're actually going to go see it this weekend. I'm really excited for it. on for the live stream, Kina, but did clip the moment you turned to the kitty cat dragon. That was yeah, I saw that. I actually watched the clip.
Mercenary chosen.
The raccoon mercenary.
Good choice.
Thank you. Move forward. So we're going through a tutorial period. Right before we get this started, this is the best time I'm going to tell you. Go grab a snack. Do what you got to do. The stream's about to really get started now. We created our character. We got our first save on. I'm going to go take a very quick restroom break. And then after I do this, we're going to come back and dive deep into this game. Give me just a moment, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's dive real deep into this. I'm excited. Okay, it's basic games. I don't know what they really tell you.
A troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Who's that talking, you son of a bitch? Is that our block move? And we still got a gun, apparently, and I wasted a bullet. Oh, and double jump. Love it when a game gives you double jump. We got a roll, which everything looks like it costs. Like, okay, so blocking cost, rolling cost. Ooh, we got combos though. I like that. It's kind of a shame you couldn't make a rabbit. I might have made a rabbit over a raccoon, honestly, if that was an option. But we are a raccoon, and we're going with it. Should I shoot at the narrator? No, I like the narrator, but he's also kind of confusing. So there's our health. It's 1,412. Very random.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
You know what they say, lefty loosey, roddy toddy.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I'm dark, as in strength and power. Color me a lot for freedom and loyalty. What the hell? Let's go for the light. Again, roddy toddy.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
Can I choose again? Because I do want to go with the light side.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the truth.
I'm very confused on what happened just there. If he doesn't start talking pirate speak. Dark side, you say? Nah, we're going light side.
Right is always right.
Exactly. Roddy Toddy's what I said the first time. Again, left side just seemed, at first I just wanted to hear what they had to say, and then it was just as bad as I thought it was going to be. Kind of funny, though, how, like, the narrator sounds like the dude from Animal Planet. Or one of many dudes from Animal Planet. I don't know. Rather confused.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat Eater's Meat. The note?
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Did he just take a bite out of it? Oh, wait, whoa, whoa. Foo roll? Monkey will? Alright, we got combos. Oh! So it's kind of like the beginning of the game, but we're playing as it now. He's got the bomb on his back where he's gonna...
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
This game's probably going to be dark or lot pathways throughout the whole game. It's the way it looks.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
So he runs on all fours when he sprints. What the what? That looks like eggs. And it looks like a place where a raccoon man doesn't want to be going. Pew pew. Bosparaka? Pew pew Bosparaka. We got a katana and the cope cutter or cope cutter. I don't really know. But that right there, pew pew bus Sparaka. Pew pew bus Sparaka. I like that name. If I ever have a gun and I just name it one day out of the blue, that's what it's gonna be. So what's that? This is a pew pew bus Sparaka. It's my only thing I carry at the hip.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Evolution gone wrong. Move towards the enemy to target them with melee attacks. Aim the camera towards the enemy to target them with ranged attacks. To reload your weapon, press R1. Key energy is used for dodging mutations and performing special attacks. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat.
All things end.
Ah! I didn't see it there. Good name to name your pistol or rifle. Really is. Very memorable. Electric module. Weapon add-on. You found a special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage top for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. That's cool. Let's equip it. To attach special effect add-on through the consumable quick menu to select it through the consumable quick menu to open the menu. Hold up. I think we already did. You found a medic supply. Bags like this contain items that can heal you. Your health doesn't automatically generate in combat. Well, that sucks. You have to use consumables or find other ways to heal. You can use a bandage by holding the quick select menu input and selecting it. We don't need it right now because it did in fact restore our health. Oh man, they left and rotted me again. Climb the chain. Pretty sure the game at the beginning told me rot was always rot. Let's look in the toilet. A pop dop. It's a muzzle. It pierces the armor, has great accuracy. Let's just pick it up. And we got some energy pack, medium. Energy regen increases by 25 or something. Okay. Always look in the toilets. Just let that be known. Now I feel even better about being a raccoon. Like, if I was just like a rat, it'd be okay. Or a cat, it'd be okay. If I was a fox, that wouldn't make any damn sense. Fox can't climb a chain. Now a raccoon, trash panda, they climb the hell out of this chain. Samurai Raccoon Man isn't a bad fighter. No, he isn't. His name is Tombles. Tombles. Or Tonkun. That's a good name for him. Tonkun. Tonkun the red-eyed raccoon.
The
Sludge
oil
soaker?
everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Remember to parry enemies' attacks. When the enemy attacks, you'll see a lightning bolts flash above their heads. Press L1. Or just kick their ass.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Blasting everything.
What the fuck?
You're low on health.
You're low on health.
Ready for battle again.
I think I killed them all. Looting. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted fallen enemy, then press triangle. Remember to use your healing items when you're wounded to open them. Okay, we get that. We got some energy stuff. And a health regen. A sweet meat. E-waste? Summoner turned Cimarron skilled mini talent. Oh, what the fuck?
Don't stop pounding that one.
It'd be cool if you could make a panda, man. Sweet. Got some more healing items. Gonna be a little weird to get used to this combat style after playing Kena. They're very similar yet very different at the exact same time. It's gonna take me a little time to get used to it, but I think I'll actually have a little bit more fun with this. Looks a little bit more fast-paced. The story's a little bit more... It's still kind of like... How do I put it? I don't know what's going on. I'll just say that much. But a little bit more also that's getting told to us as we go. You know, I kind of think I'll enjoy it a little bit more. I did really like Kena, but this game just, I don't know, it just already, this very, very, very beginning of the game just feels more fulfilling as a game and story. Trying to look around just a tad bit. I don't know if there's like collectibles or anything along the way that I need to be really looking for that's going to help me out. So I'm just kind of trying to keep my eyes open. Keep it impaled, as they say. Shielder. Some enemies carry large shields. You'll need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Well, that sucks. So we gotta break the shield. Sounds doable, at least. Woo, woo. Got us a level up. Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you experience or XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wung Fu and perk menus. Alright, cool. Cool. Got like a Hachu or something. Some health regen items, very helpful. So I assume. There was another enemy we defeated closer to being out here. Looks like its body already disappeared, possibly. I don't know. Okay, let's check this out. Okay. Level up character. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for like that armor increase, honestly.
Health up.
You'll earn upgrades when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks, perks, and time to unlock your special attack. Close combat. Ranged. Where do you have a boost in close? So let's up the ranged right now. Feathers Flaw, unlock the first special attack. Crane Dance. So we can already do all these. So Crane Dance would be the first one here. Finish or melee chain by fan firing your gun. So circle square R2. Cool. Give me one quick second. Part of me wonders if I should have just got another move in the other department, but it's okay. We'll keep going. Once you've have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks in the Wung Fu and perk menus. Okay. What's down here? In the gear? Section you can change equipment and weapons. Nikki. I don't really have anything else. There's no point in really getting into all that. What the hell? Did it take everything off our character? Here we go. It says go left, but once again, I have an option to go right. Is that... Nope. Only left this time. Not really optional.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
I don't want to use a crowbar. Old world claw bar. Oh wow. So this would be that instance where you go in here and you look at your gear. And then you'd go into, like, I'm guessing offhand, and you'd be looking, oh, okay, I got this.
A tool for the accomplished cutler.
Oh, so it's a tool. So it isn't a weapon. Okay. Do or do not use the crowbar, you will. And I'm guessing it's like, it says it's a tool, so I'm guessing that's something we'll have to use, kind of like an HM in Pokemon. It's going to be something that is going to like shadow us throughout the game, where we got to use the claw bar again, so to speak, as to maybe open or prod bars or like doors or, you know, who knows what. It's saying go straight, but there's an option to go right. And you know my curiosity. I can't turn it off. Kind of like that this is an option. I'm just randomly going right in a whole different way. It's that death. Are we technically backtracking now, maybe? Kind of feels like it. Definitely feels like it. I feel like we went in a circle and now we're going towards the rot. That's exactly what happened. The pump room. Further down. Exit the room.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Okay, so yeah, definitely a tool, not a weapon. Okay. Make sure there's no, like, loot of sorts here. Cowabunga, dude?
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Double jump coming into effect now. Radioactive water trying to kill you. I naturally assume anyway, it's like black, so, I mean, I wouldn't drink it.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
You're on your way to performing special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right hand corner of the screen. Crane dance. R2. Let me crane dance, damn it. You absorb a biolob. These points are used to unlock mutations. You collect biolobs by defeating Morks and finding containers at various places in the world. You can use your biolobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutations part of the menu. Biolob? Go to the mutations. Somewhat lot. Biogenetics. Okay, we got 3. Use Mothmouth. Press the input. You have the ability to, while facing an enemy, this will inflict a small humanoid enemy hit. while inflicted enemies will attack on their allies instead of you, so you can fuse them. To use Vile Bile, press the input you have bound to the ability. It will make you spew toxic slush in the direction you're facing, inflicting damage to all enemies. It's fucked up. Having the enemy support, I think, would be kind of better.
More powers for you.
To use Mothmouth, press an input you have bound to the ability. Let's just hit triangle. To use the ability, press the button it's bound to while pressing and holding L2. Cool. So, like, I'm still getting, like, droid vibes from this little cricket or grasshopper thing that's on his shoulder. Just so many, like, droid vibes from Star Wars, the way it sounds. Kind of sounds like BB-8, but also has those, like, Dio sounds, but also has those sounds from, like, the, latest, Star Wars game, Fallen Order. Or one of the latest, rather.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
I wonder if he's supposed to be, like, slightly crazy and kind of like Deadpool, and this voice is just kind of like just in his head. Found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. Switch the node to select the use. To rotate the node, press L1 and R1. Number of rotations you have left, the higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position it must be rotated to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Already messed this up and I get it now. Okay, so everything should be watt, right? Watt. Or yellow watt. Oops. There we go. Okay.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
That's crazy. It kind of gives me that like weird little like Bioshock effect, the way they tell the story with some things. I'm guessing it does just by the way things are looking so far, Tim. I don't really know, but it looks that way though.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Okay, so what has to be up top here? Yellow has to match that. Easy.
There you go.
We heard the pew-pews already. Make sure we're reloaded. Out of date? Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting that enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Close encounter. So much damage. Ching! Person. That's the last of them.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Or, you know, pick up everything that we can beforehand. It is, in fact, a video game. Too easy. A new friend, an old friend. Interesting. Just a person or a cat man or what the hell?
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
He must speak gibberish.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Muma and Popsy.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
But default dialogues are set to advance from the NPC line due to the next automatically. If you want to manually, let's just keep things as they go. Oh shit, we got a flashback going on here when he had two Oz, and the one that's red now wasn't red, and the one that was red is gone now, which is weird.
If you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village, he wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
The potato people?
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Potato people is better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Glitter grass. Alright, Elvis, Ratman. You got it. What up, Carl? Hey, you enjoying this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just started this. Just started it. Yeah, let's see. About an hour and 20 minutes ago, give or take. It's a weird game. It's fun though. Definitely weird, but it's fun. How are you doing tonight, Carl? How was things been going for you?
You found
Elvis
one.
in the hood.
You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Returned it. I got it digitally. I don't think I could return it. I don't really return too many games these days, or like stop playing them. Even if I don't really enjoy it, I'd still play it to the end. And one of the things I really enjoy doing these days is actually giving pretty sound reviews on most games that I play. It's not the biggest part of my channel these days. Honestly, if I had to be honest with you, it's more so the gameplay that people pay attention to. But some people really enjoyed that last stream, the very last one, because that is the one I break down and I really talk about how I feel about a game. And sometimes it takes that long for me to actually feel like if I like it or not, which sounds horrible to some people I know, or silly in some ways too, or as well. But sometimes it really does take that long, you know? Sometimes you might start playing a game like Nier Automata. My first playthrough of the game, I fucking hated it. There's no shying away from that. I will not damper those spirits or boost them any. I fucking hated my first playthrough of Nier Automata. And then my last playthrough of Nier Automata, I also fucking hated. It was fucking torture, no less, no more. I actually come back to the game a lot because it's a pinnacle of my streaming career that I can't say. Like, that game was something that took a lot to get through. It took a lot. Playing through Non-S's story midway through the game, easiest part of the whole game. To be at the beginning and just like the ending of that game, just it's something. Also hated it. Like Nier Automata, oh my god, like dedication to the craft. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, that's the way I put it, you know. There's some games where I'm just like, this is garbage. I will never pick it up again. But it's very rare. Most of the time it's me. I'll put in the time, I'll put in the effort, I will finish it. But goddamn, if I hate it, I will not shy away from the end. Tonight break, things Joel and Rage when, oh yeah, there was a lot. When I was playing Nier Automata, like that is, it's up there in the top tier like games where I was just like, I didn't want to like do anything else with it. It was, I stopped having fun at so many times.
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree.
Your Rachel Biomutant? I don't think it really dampened my spirits, if I'm being honest with you. Gosh, just to be straight, like, there's so many games where I've had that happen. At this point, I'm just used to it, you know, like, if it starts to get to the point where I'm like, this is just stupid, I figure out a different way. It always happens. Parts of Kana got that way. Kana, Bridge of Spirits was the most recent game we just finished, and there was parts of that where I hit those moods where I was like, mostly because the game was meant for PS5, not this game. But Kana Bridge of Spirits was a game showcased for PlayStation 5 exclusively, and then Sony was like, hey, you know what, we'll let people on PlayStation 4 have it. And you know, I haven't broke down yet and got a PlayStation 5, regrettably. I'll admit to it, but regrettably I haven't. I really want a PlayStation 5, I do, but I refuse to pay anything more than retail price. I'm not going to line a scalper's pockets. I can't bring myself to do it. Stripped PS5 2 days ago. Was Kana another Cyberpunk situation? Yeah and no. Not Cyberpunk as far as like that bad. It wasn't that bad. What I will say about Kena is a very good game. If you have a PS4, I still recommend you download and play it. What I will say about Kena is the fact that Kena Bridge of Spirits was meant for PS5. So, I played on normal difficulty. We'll just say that. I ended up toning it down to easy or story mode just because it was so infuriating on how bad it was for the FPS. The FPS in gameplay. The game was literally meant to be played in 30 frames per second on 4K. So there's that. So you can play it in, like, you know, obviously 60 frames per second on 1080p, but it's going to play like garbage because the game was not meant to play like that. There's two modes the game was originally mentioned to come out on. One was 30 frames per second 4K, or true 4K they call it, as in PS5 is supposed to follow. And then second was supposed to be performance mode, where they perform the game on the highest standard frames per second that they can push it as, with the highest efficiency rate on the control factor being more responsive. Sorry, I'm really tired, so I'm trying to think of the best words to really put it as I say this. And they failed on both on PS4. PS5, probably phenomenal. I guarantee it was exponentially phenomenal. PS4? Woo! Normal mode and probably anything above that was straight garbage. The game itself, super fun. A lot of fun, really, to be honest with you. I really enjoyed the game. But I started the game on normal mode, and I literally had to put it on story because it was so trash to try to play through normal mode and do anything with that on PS4 Pro. Like, it was garbage. Like, the rating as far as like the control setting, I guess the better way to put it is the response rate. The button ratio to graphic response rate was garbage. It was clearly made for PlayStation 5, and they just like rendered it down as far as they could because they knew they couldn't get the PlayStation 5 sales that they wanted to, so they just like put it all on PlayStation 4, like, hey, we gotta make money somehow. And yeah. The other one is, hey, you can sub if you want. If you don't want to, no hate. I would love it if you did, though. Helps me out in all kinds of ways. 4K, yeah. See, that's actually the 4K 30 frames per second is that's base PS5 right there for you. Already subbed, and I enjoy that. And thank you so much. I hate that there probably wasn't a an alert that went off. I don't know what's been up with like Streamlabs here lately. Like the last year, they've been so slow about all that shit. I wish I was actually not serious about that, but it's very true. Like Streamlabs has been so bad about that within the last year. Let me take a very quick restroom break. And I apologize beforehand. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. It took way longer than I expected to there. The hell? Sorry about that. Ding the bell so you get those notifications. Hey, Carl. I'm guessing you probably already had to dip out, but I really appreciate it. It's really awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for dinging the bell and getting those noties. No doubt. Thank you so much. And sorry about that brief little break. Had to take a very quick restroom break, but oh yeah. I don't know. There's just some things also that like I was talking about a little while ago. It just kind of tinges me off as far as like really does help me out a lot, and thank you so much, Tim. But yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of things that it's odd to me how the modern day gaming society is going. Not actually the people, but the companies and contributions contributed by them. And it's just, I don't know. But we'll stop on that. Let's continue with the story. Let's get back to it.
You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of Ki, the primal energy.
Looks like a weak-ass net. So this is when you were still like a wee lad. You still had two Oz that were both red. Catch the no-no.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Thank you, Animal Planet guy.
One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Merge the no-no with the tree. Really put those roots in, eh?
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal. Not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
Ho, 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 ho. Thank you, Elvis Ratman.
One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Let's be fair.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain.
Wait, was he this Elvis guy?
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eaters' DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route.
Lots of puffs.
Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route.
Lots of puffs.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
End of the world. Fate of the world. I don't know how to get out of the bunker.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Here we go. Marty Morphin Fishing Tom.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
So that was the official intro to the game, it feels like. Yeah, okay, here we go. The adventure begins. So now the open world starts. We see these credits kind of rolling beside our character here. So that was the actual OG beginning of the game. So now we have like the credits rolling in. We have like the game title coming in. Oh, we have the more open gameplay coming in. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I'm going to go ahead and do my first save. Play through the next little installment here, and then we'll probably do another save.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Guessing this is for like
Let's
fast
see.
travel, maybe? Signposts are found near the locations of an interest of all around the world. You'll unlock the signposts with it. Fast travel. Okay, yeah. It's basically the fast travel points. Or whatever it is. He's let's be honest, more or less a raccoon, man. What the fuck? Cerberus shark armadillo.
That must be the world eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
I need something. Jesus.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Your inner balance is two halves that completes the wholesomeness that flows through the things. At times you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through the deeds and dialogue of choice. So, I mean, I'm guessing this is basically where it's like, hey, you say the right thing and the wrong thing, it's up to you.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with captives and PSI shrines will award you with PSI points you can use to unlock the powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached the required Dark or Light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by... He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Will help.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Okay. I'm getting that light on. You've gained a saw point, so you unlock the powers of the mutations menu. Okay, we got a new power menu, or power point.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing?
I hope so.
One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
Also, sorry. I'm getting very, very tired, so...
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Oh, gosh. I hate that I'm so tired.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
I hate that I'm gonna do it already, but I gotta go ahead and save. I am so freaking tired. Let's save the game and jump back tomorrow. I am so freaking tired. I literally cannot keep going. Not to mention I have work in like, oh gosh, like 7 hours. So thank you all so much for watching, but with that also, I'm so out. I hate to, but I'm so tired and hungry. I like the game so far. Definitely gonna have some Q's and A's into it, I can already see, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it. And hopefully you do as well. So sorry, but thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out of here. We'll be back on for the next few days, but again, till next time, I'm saving here, so good night to you as well, Tim, and everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I really appreciate that, and hopefully you have a great night as well coming up for you. Holy jeez, I just did something I didn't want to do. But thank you all so much for watching. But until next time, I'm definitely out of here. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate all of you watching. But until then, until next time, I'm out.